there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is the second DC news video that I'm doing today. We've just finished making and uploading a video about James Gunn's Superman movie potentially having its trailer released on Thursday. There's a lot of rumors, information and news regarding the trailer being released. So if you're interested in that video guys, make sure you check out that. I'll leave the link in the description. But we're going to be pivoting here, still talking about DC news, but we're going to be pivoting to the Batman. There's a lot of confusion about whether Matt Reeves has finished the script, not finished the script, when is it shooting, is the Batman going to be part of the DCU now with David Corenswet's Superman, or is it still going to be separate under Matt Reeves in the crime saga kind of universe? There's a lot of confusion and a lot of information that we need to break down from this article. So no time like the present, let's get into it and let's see if we can clear up some of the confusion and news going on around the Batman. So this comes to us from the comicbookmovie.com. James Gunn clears the air on what's happening with the Batman Part 2. Will it be set in the DCU? So yeah, there was a report that came out last week sometime about saying James Gunn considered bringing the Batman over to the DCU and having it kind of set with David Corenswet's Superman. That was just a consideration on his part. I don't think it's actually happened. James Gunn hasn't confirmed that that's happening so far. So there's a lot of rumors, speculation, confusion going on here. So, there's an awful lot of confusion surrounding plans for the Batman Part 2. An article published by Entertainment Weekly around the time filmmaker Matt Reeves was promoting The Penguin suggested the sequel script was finished. James Gunn, however, has repeatedly said no draft has been handed into DC Studios. This has led some pretty wild theories about the movie being cancelled, with Gunn accused by some of sabotaging Reeves so he can focus on the DCU set The Brave and the Bold. Obviously, The Brave and the Bold is the upcoming Batman and Robin movie set within James Gunn's DCU, which is going to be separate from the Matt Reeves Batman universe. And yeah, just these allegations about James Gunn trying to sabotage the Batman Part 2 so that Brave and the Bold can be the better, bigger movie. This kind of stuff is ridiculous. It's just going into crazy kind of tinfoil hat conspiracy theory nonsense. And yeah, I just don't believe any of that kind of garbage. So it's a wild claim that makes zero sense when The Penguin received rave reviews, especially as Gunn made no secret of the fact that DC Studios was involved in the show's production. Reeves has also been named as a producer on the upcoming Clayface movie. That's another video that I've done this week, guys, talking about the Clayface movie. We've now got a production budget for the Clayface movie. We've also got a release date for the Clayface movie as well. If you're interested in learning all the news and information that we know about that movie, I'll also put that video down in the link down into the description. Check out that, guys. Really fascinating stuff about the Clayface movie. Worth kind of jumping into if you're a fan of the Clayface character. So, Gunn has now confirmed that details shared by Entertainment Weekly reporter were misconstrued. He'd later add that, while it's true DC Studios hasn't received the full script of the Batman Part 2, Reeves was telling the truth when he said that parts of it have been shared with Gunn and company. You can read the filmmaker's comments in full. So, this was the Entertainment Weekly article that we got here, and it says, Reeves is now gearing up for the next movie sequel. The script is finished, he confirms, and everyone is preparing to start production next year. He does tease that there's a period of time Part 2 will jump to after the first film and TV series. Oz does become one of the entry points into the movie, he adds. I can't tell you where it goes from there, except to say that we're super excited about it. So, the script is finished, but only parts of it have been handed in, so there's a bit of confusion here about what's going on. And then James Gunn says, we don't know what the writer misconstrued to think the script was finished. So James Gunn has come out and confirmed the script hasn't been finished in its entirety. It hasn't been handed in fully, but it does seem as though parts of it have been handed in. So he's got parts of the script, but the entire thing is not finished as of yet. So, going down here, someone says, hey, James Gunn, sorry to question you, but you said you haven't gotten a draft for the Batman Part 2 yet, but Matt Reeves said in an interview 3 months ago that he gave big portions of the Batman Part 2 script to DC. What is going on? James Gunn replies to that, it seems like you answered your own question. Both of those things are true. So, it does sound like here, so Matt Reeves has handed in big portions of the script to James Gunn and DC Studios, but they don't have the full script in its entirety. So Matt Reeves is still finishing up the script. He's still writing portions of the script that haven't been handed in. So James Gunn has received the script partially, big portions of it, but Matt Reeves is still finishing up the script. It's not completely finished, so James Gunn hasn't received the entire script, only portions of it so far. So, like he says here, James Gunn, both things are true. He has got the script in portions, but not the entire thing. So, I hope that clears it up, guys. So, DC Studios is expected to release the first Superman trailer this week. Like I said, I've just finished editing and uploading a video about that potential trailer landing on Thursday. Check it out, guys. Very, very interesting news and information. One of the biggest trailers of all time, potentially. We'll have to see how people respond to it once it does release. A press event is taking place on the Warner Brothers lot today, with online release currently rumored for Thursday. Unless the trailer gets leaked from that press screening beforehand, if the press conference where the press are looking at the early screening of the trailer, if one of the members of the press secretly films it and then uploads it and it gets leaked online, I think DC Studios will be very, very quick to then upload the actual real trailer in its full quality, because they don't want people's first opinions and first look to be a low kind of blurry version of the trailer uploaded from a phone. So I think if it gets leaked, I think James Gunn and his company will be quick to upload the full version of the trailer in good quality. So, there's also vague chatter on social media that Gunn intends to announce that the Batman is being made DCU canon. Yeah, this was a big rumor going around that James Gunn considered bringing Matt Reeves' the Batman over into the DCU sort of canon with David Corenswet's Superman. And a lot of fans would be happy with that because, you know, Matt Reeves' the Batman, the character is great. The actor playing him is great, and why would you not use him? So, we'd advise taking that with a grain of salt for now, especially as it would ruin the filmmaker and studio executives' plans to tell a story revolving around Bruce Wayne and his son, Damian Wayne, who becomes Robin. Obviously, that's going to take place in the Brave and the Bold movie. There have been signs that this could be in the works, though. As Clayface is set in the DCU, why would Reeves produce that? We also previously heard that DC Studios attempted to bring Reeves' planned Arkham TV series into the world, despite it starting out in the Batverse. So, during a recent interview, Gunn confirmed that he has at least once considered bringing the Batman into the DCU. So yeah, this is what James Gunn had to say about considering bringing Matt Reeves' Batman into the DC universe. So he said, I've contemplated it, yeah. I've contemplated everything and talk about everything. Yeah, of course they do. In meetings, they put all their ideas out on the table and they discuss every eventuality with all of these characters. What can we do here? What can we do here? And they explore every avenue. As a creative, that's what you would do. No matter how ridiculous, preposterous, illogical a decision or choice may be, you just lay everything out on the table and see kind of what fits, what kind of jigsaw puzzle you can kind of build, what works, what doesn't work, and you kind of just lay it out on the table and just try to figure out kind of what's the best creative decision for these characters and the story and narratives that you're trying to tell. The filmmaker explained, I'm committed to both telling stories in the DCU and telling Elseworld stories. We want to be able to tell a story where Superman is very different, or tell a Red Sun story, or whatever. We want to be able to play with these characters in different ways. One of the things I love about DC over Marvel Comics is that those things are much more plentiful, he continued. There are many more Elseworld stories. I think that's part of the fun of DC. The Batman Part 2 is currently set to be released in theaters October 2nd, 2026. So, less than 2 years from now, we should have the Batman on our screens, which would be incredible. I love that first Batman movie. I think it was a masterpiece. That opening, the opening kind of prologue, where Batman's in the streets and they're talking about, you know, the crime in Gotham and just that opening 10 minutes of the movie. I thought it was a masterpiece of the genre. And if they can repeat something like that in the Batman Part 2, sign me up. So guys, I hope this clears up some of the confusion anyway about the script for the Batman Part 2. James Gunn has said he's received big portions of the script, but they haven't received the entire script. Matt Reeves is still working on it. And he has considered bringing the Batman over to the DCU with David Corenswet's Superman, but that has yet to be confirmed. It hasn't happened as of yet. It possibly could happen, but there's no confirmation that it is happening or that it will happen anytime soon. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. So I'm hoping that this article and this video has cleared up some of the confusion for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or theories, ideas, anything like that, if you're still confused, jump into the comment section, leave your question there, or your confused comments if you're still confused or you're not sure what's going on. If this didn't quite clear it up for you, leave a comment down below, guys, and I will get back to you as soon as I can and try and clear up any of your confusion or trying to answer any of your questions and comments to the best of my ability to clear up this information, because this is one of my fears of going into the DCU, that it's getting confusing for fans. Having multiple Batmans and having Elseworlds and having canon continuity, it's getting confusing already. And I mean, the DC universe hasn't really started officially. We've got Creature Commandos, I know, but I mean, already it's getting confusing for fans. Even for me, who keeps up to date with all these news, I still get confused sometimes as well, so I can only imagine how confusing it can get for the everyday movie-going audience. But like I said, if you're still confused, jump to the comment section, leave your comment there, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. As always, guys, thank you so much for being here, spending time with me, and checking out this news. I appreciate that. Hit the like and become a subscriber if you haven't done already. It goes a long way to supporting the content and everything we do around here, guys, so we can keep continuing to put out these videos for you. And as always, I will see you in the next video.